Good morning. This morning I want to talk about student ridership system. It consists of ID scanners where students can get on and off using their cards. And it'll track those students whether they get on, where they get off. Like Melissa has stated, we're going to be doing a pilot program for the 1920 school year. It's going to consist at most of 50 buses at this point. We don't know exactly what schools are going to be involved. We're working with the schools and our senior leadership team to get those schools involved. And as soon as we find out, we'll let you guys know via our communications department. The system itself will basically benefit our department on keeping track of where the students are getting on and off. It'll help parents when they call in asking whether they're asking whether their students are on buses or not, where they got off. So for security and safety, it'll definitely be a plus for not just our department, but for the district and for the community as well. As far as the cost, the initial cost was about $56,500. And after the program of the pilot program goes live this first semester, which we anticipate starting in August, we anticipate installing everything in our entire fleet by January, the second semester of 1920 school year. So without further ado, are there any questions at this point?
How does this work exactly? So do these students already have these cards? And do they scan with it and when they get off?
Yeah, the students do not have the cards yet. The ID scanner machine will be distributed to the schools, and they'll be provided to the students. And obviously, with any new system, we have to work out the kinks. So once we distribute the IDs, it's going to be a learning, environment for the students, along with our bus operators as well.
And will they obviously scan when they get in?
Yes, they'll scan when they get on. They'll scan when they get off.
Are they separate from the ID badges?
I'm sorry.
Are they separate from the ID badges kids carry?
Yes, it'll be a separate ID. It's going to be minimum information on there for security purposes, just in case they lose it at the bus stop or whatnot. So it's only going to carry minimum information.
What happens if a student doesn't get on the right bus stop or doesn't get on at all?
Well, we'll follow the regular protocol like we normally do. We'll find out where the drivers will call dispatch. We'll find out exactly where that student belongs, and we'll place him on the right bus.
If the kid is on the wrong bus, will he scan in or she scan in and will it tell him he's on the wrong bus?
Yes, it will. It'll provide the student's name, and it'll say the wrong bus, what bus he's supposed to be on, and what stop he was supposed to get on.
How will this help some of the district's youngest students? Because I know there's been a little bit of confusion, especially with like those elementary school kids that maybe they're confused about what kind of bus they need to get on. How will this help them and provide assurance for parents?
That's always a concern with young kids, kindergartens and first graders, but we feel confident that we'll be able to work with them, and all they have to do is scan the card in, scan the card out. That first few weeks is probably going to be a learning process, but I think they'll be okay.
How will this help those students make sure that they're on the right bus? I mean, this is going to be a huge thing for parents too, who are worried, right?
Right. They already know. I mean, it's not like they're getting on the bus for the first time. They've been doing this for years now. The only thing is we're adding another layer to it for safety and security. So it'll definitely help them be more efficient as far as tracking them.
And I know Lee County and Collier County have this app as well, and they've been using it. There's been a couple of problems with it at the beginning of the school year when they launched out of the test phase. What is the district doing to make sure that you guys are working the kinks out as fast as possible?
Well, that's the whole point of having this pilot program. We want to make sure that we do a thorough process, and we want to work with our IT, our vendor, and our school administration to make sure that we work out all the issues that we may come across. And I anticipate a lot of issues to come. That's why we're having this program, so we can work it out.
Can parents have access to the app to see when their kids are getting on and off the bus?
Yes, they already have the app. We went live with that app last year, the last school year. It's called Where's the Bus app.
Just talk about how this all came to fruition. Was there a lot of concerns that parents had, and then that's why you guys decided to try on pilot?
Well, technology is always, advancing. so we wanted to stay ahead of the game. But on top of that, yes, public does call in every day. Parents especially call in asking, where the bus is. Obviously, that's a big issue with driver shortages that we're experiencing, not just in our county but throughout the state. That's always going to be an issue. So we definitely want to, use the technology that we have to our advantage and provide more accurate and efficient information to the parents.
Right now, we know that a lot of bus drivers have been taking, I guess, attendance by hand. How will this help eliminate confusion for them and the district and everybody?
Yes, there's always a human factor to it, and there's a human error because they are taking roll every day, not every day, but during census time frame, which definitely will have an impact on our funding from the state. Now, with the addition to the ID scanner, that'll definitely provide more accurate data, in my opinion. But for the first year, we want to run dual. We want to have them continue to take roll and also use the scanning so we could kind of match it up and see which one is more accurate and what we need to do in order to improve it.
What do you do if a student forgets their card or loses their card and tries to get on the bus?
That's something that we have to work out. If they don't have the card, if they lose it, it's not like we're going to deny them a ride. We'll continue to have them. We'll take their name, and then we'll process it going forward.
When will bus drivers be trained on this?
They'll be trained during conference week, which is the last week of this month, prior to school starting for the 1920 school.
Will there be any special guidelines for students? Let's say a student wants to ride another bus to go home with a friend or something, or a student intentionally is going on the wrong bus. Will there have to be any new policy in place for that?
There's already a policy in place because we do not do that. Students are supposed to get one bus stop based on their home address. So if they want to go to their friend's house, we do have a policy in place where the student has to go based on the stops assigned and the bus assigned.
Can you just talk about the money breakdown? Who's paying for this?
Our department is paying for it. The ID portion, I believe, that's going to be worked out between the IT department and the schools. But that's all the details that I have at this point. The pilot program will be at most of 50 buses. Like I said, it all depends on which schools are going to participate. But eventually, when we do roll it out to the entire fleet, it'll be up to 230 buses.
Do you have a sample of what the ID card looks like? Or
Yes.
what you're using?
Yes, we'll have Mr. Wiedemann provide a demonstration later on.
So if a student,
What's the price of it? You said earlier.
I'm sorry?
What's the price of just like one unit?
One unit, $286.
so if a student tries to get onto a bus and is not allowed, does the bus driver just kick them off the bus, or do they
No,
tell
no.
somebody?
No, what do you mean, if they don't have the card?
Well, if like the example I just gave, if someone's trying to enter a wrong bus, they're not allowed to get in.
Well, in the morning, we'll definitely pick up the student. We're not going to deny any students in the morning at the bus stop. We'll definitely take them to the school. In the afternoon, if that student does not belong on a bus, we'll coordinate with the school administration.
How is expected to impact travel time? Is this going to make our routes a little bit longer with this process?
It will in the beginning because we have to go through that training process of the students scanning in and out. But in the long run, I think the benefits will be much greater than the delay times. So I think, and with more time, I think it'll be more fluid.
Any other
All right.
questions? We are going to do a short demonstration. Okay.
Thank you.